It didn't work. Hello. Today, I'm going to read your tarot. I have 3 different sets of cards. Good to get different senses of your fate, your future, and your past. I already know it all. But the cards will help guide me to a better understanding. And then I want to talk about things. Things you may know. Or things you know, but you didn't realize they also know you. So, let's start with a regular tarot from a regular tarot card and find out your future right now. So, your future. We're going to find out your future. First card. Got to shuffle it so that I channel the energy, or I channel the gods, or whatever there is out there. Whatever there is out there. 'Cause this is just for you. Just for you, stranger. Just for you, stranger. And if I didn't shuffle it, fate wouldn't put the right card in the right spot now, would it? So our first card, as I almost dropped the entire deck. I don't know why I split it into 3, but I guess that's just for you. Nah, not that one. That's not your future. Oh, so sad. At first I drew, I'm not gonna tell you, the 3 of Swords. I'm so sorry. It looks like you're going to have a rough future for a little bit. You're gonna experience a lot of heartache. I really wanted something better for you. Maybe I could trade you. I'll trade your heartache. I'll absorb that energy. And I'll trade your heartache. So you won't have to feel the pain of the 3 of Swords. And I've gone through much heartache in my life. So, what's one more? I'll take that energy, that bad energy away from you. Take it away from you. You're okay. Your future's okay. Oh, goodness. You're just gonna have a rough time, aren't you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of Swords. You. Your future is doomed, friend. Your future is doomed. Look at this. I already absorbed your 3 of Hearts. I already absorbed your 3 of Hearts. You're just gonna have to take this 9. This one, it's impending doom, essentially. Look at this guy. Or gal. It's agendered, I guess. But look at all the doom above her head, his head, its head. Maybe I could try to throw it in reverse for you. Then that would be the opposite of impending doom, but I only have so much control over fate. So you get stuck with the Nine of Swords. I'm so sorry. But I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. Oh, maybe that's what this card meant. Your Nine of Swords. That's my heartache. Is seeing you with that impending doom. Now I understand why I drew this. Oh man, that's crazy. But back to that subject I wanted to talk about. Because we're gonna get a little mystical here. Things, and we'll get to the other decks and we'll do some more drawings. Things that you know, but maybe you don't realize they know you. So, what's one thing that you do know knows you? Your dad, your mom. You know them, and they knew you, or at least they did know you. So, that's a thing you know knows you, but you know them. But what about the things you don't realize, and you think you just know them? Like your subconscious, for example. Pesky little creature. It knows you. Oh man, I just totally skipped ahead. Your subconscious knows you, but you don't know it. Look at that. That must have been my subconscious talking right there. Your subconscious knows you, but you don't know your subconscious. You don't have a clue about your subconscious, do you? Maybe analyze your dreams and try to figure out where it's leading you, your emotions, if you feel anger, sadness. See where those emotions guide you, and that's your subconscious. It knows you, but you don't even know it. But what is something you know, but you don't know that it knows you? Because the subconscious, for most people at least, not me, I already know my subconscious. When I feel anger, I could control it because I understand the subconscious elements that let it release. And that could do with your past, any happiness, sadness, anything that happened in your life plays into that subconscious. But now to something that you know, but you don't know that it knows you. Like, for example, the universe. You think you know the universe and all this that's going on. Oh, look, there's planets, and I'm observing this, and I'm observing that. Ooh, look at this plant on the ground. Look at that sky, it's blue. You know, all of those things look right back at you. They know about you. You ever think about that? Maybe you're just the universe looking in on itself. You ever think of that? You're made up of everything that makes up the universe. So maybe, just maybe, stranger, it looks back at you every once in a while. Maybe that's what the mirror is. The universe looking back at itself. You ever think how a plant knows your presence? They say plants grow faster when you talk to them. So next time, when dealing with many things really, try to realize that it's not just you looking at it. You're not just observing something. There's a good chance it could be looking right back at you. Okay, so to another deck. This one was made by a very interesting fellow. I'm gonna have to put my hood back on for this one. This deck was made by a fellow named Aleister Crowley. A very interesting fellow. I love that Ozzy Osbourne song about him. Mr. Crowley, what went on in your head? Mr. Crowley, did you talk to the dead? In Nocturnal Report. Nocturnal Report. What is that? The night? I don't know. It sounds cool though. Anyway, let's draw a card. Now, what's this card gonna be? We did your future. I like telling the future. I like knowing a thing about your future. The past, who cares about the past? You know, it already happened. Why would I think about the past? The present. That's an interesting one. But you don't need cards to tell you the present. You see me. And I see you. I see you. Right into your soul. And maybe you think you're just looking at me, but I'm looking right back at you. Anyway, maybe we'll just go a little bit further in the future. So after you deal with the Nine of Swords, what's gonna be your next trial? It's just a bad day for you. This is a card of sorrow. Oh my gosh. Let's see, I want to get that to focus. Sorrow. Oh my gosh. Look at the print on that though. Oh my goodness. Let me observe this. It's got a sword. It's very dark, muted colors. Lost. Disarray. Confusion. I'm sorry, friend. I am dearly sorry. Maybe making a just wow. Sorrow? Are you okay? Let me know in the comments if you're okay. Come subscribe. I will bring more joy to your life if you're not okay. I'm sorry. Sorrow, can you believe? Okay, I will absorb this one. Actually, no. I'm not doing it. I don't want sorrow. I am not absorbing a sorrow card. Sorry about that. I'm going to have to deflect from that one. And we'll see what else your fate has to draw. I'm not absorbing sorrow for you. I'm sorry. I care about you. You're an important part of this whole little circus of life. The wheel of life. But I'm not absorbing sorrow for you. Sorry. Let's shuffle another. And you think I'm joking. Look at this. I got all the cards here. I'm shuffling. I am shuffling for you. And it's just... goodness gracious, man. It's making me depressed now. I'm getting depressed. And I'm the controller of fate here, stranger. I'm the one controlling fate here. And it's making me depressed. So, you better work on yourself. Because we're all connected. Remember this. We're all connected. Everyone's connected. And when you feel sorrow, someone else feels sorrow. And another feels sorrow. Because we're all just one big organism. One big amoeba. Amoeba. We're all one big amoeba. There we go. That's better. The sun. That looks lovely. That looks just lovely, doesn't it? You got two people just enjoying each other's company. The sun, warmth, brightness, so many colors. But I'm afraid that this belongs to me. So I'll be taking the sun. I hope it comes before my heartbreak. Maybe that's what it means. I'm going to find someone. And then that. And that's the way it goes, isn't it? You can't really have this card without someone else. And that reminds me of the Hermit card. Sometimes it's better just to be alone. So you don't have to go through this. 'Cause this is a terrible feeling. Granted, your Nine of Swords. Your Nine of Swords is probably worse feeling. That's like impending death. You know, you're in your deathbed, basically, in the Nine of Swords. So that's... But with the Nine of Swords also comes acceptance. Your fate is doomed. So why be sad over it? It's already written in the fabric of the universe. Woven into the fabric of the universe is your doomed soul. So why be mad about it, you know? Why be mad about it? It's your doomed soul. Why be mad about it? But this one, it always comes from somebody you care about. Always. It's a stab in the back, a breakup, a divorce. It's always coming from the sun, isn't it? That person you see who is the sun to you, who makes everything bright, stranger. They're the ones who sting you the hardest. Alright. Back to the discussion, I guess, of Things that are watching you, but you don't realize you're watching them. Oh, I never thought about that one. Things that are watching you, but you are watching them. Things that are watching you, but you don't realize that. I'll have to explore that one. Let's move on to the next deck. I'll have to think on that one. So, Egyptian stuff. Let's do some Egyptian stuff. Sorting the deck. You get a bunch of randomness. Alright, here we go. First card. That's not a bad card. I have no idea who that is. Who's that? That's Mut. God of Mut. And it's just being ordinary. Just being ordinary. And sometimes that's the best course of action in life. Not to be separate from the pack, not to be... Because remember, the more extraordinary you are, the harder life can be, really. Sometimes it's easier to just blend in with the pack. Because when you're extraordinary, think like Michael Jackson. He didn't like all of that attention. Think the responsibilities that come with being extraordinary. That's not fun. You know, I was a manager once. Hard to believe, huh, coming from this stranger. But I learned that sometimes it's more enjoyable just to be the sheep in the fold, doing the mundane tasks, than the person who takes flack for every little decision that gets made by the sheep in the herd. And that's true. At least when it comes to working, I've learned to just prefer being a part of the herd than being responsible for the herd. It's terrible. Oh, why did this person do this? Why is this statistic down here? Why is this stat not going up? Shouldn't you? And it comes from crones. Just the worst. Just crones from above. The crones from above. In a workplace, that is. Why didn't this little stat increase by 200%? When I'd rather just be doing a mundane task than taking all that flack. So, maybe appreciate being ordinary. It's not so bad. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with not being ordinary. And there's a lot of stress. And there can be lots of heartache too. Ooh, I want to be extraordinary because I want to be loved by everybody all the time. And the more people you have around you that you say love you, the more stabs in the back you can receive. But I know how to handle those people. And I can make those people disappear. Disappear. So, just appreciate being ordinary. That's good advice. It's not a disadvantage, like a lot of people think it is. And isn't that kind of funny? Because most people are ordinary. And they think being ordinary sucks. Isn't that just an ordinary thought? Time for my fate. And I'm just as tied to fate as you. But since I have my hand on the cards, I got a little bit more control. Gain. Gain. Isn't that lovely? Please subscribe. Please like this video. And you'll fulfill this card for me. And I went back to the Aleister Crowley deck. Why did I do? I just knew I had to pull this card. Like and subscribe, please. So I can gain and fulfill this destiny. Alright. I don't want to see you, tell me. What is it? Oh yeah, you can speak. It is... Oh, justice. Facing justice. I hope that's good. It might not be so good. I've faced legal justice before, and that can be scary. Courthouses are scary. But maybe it means justice in my favor, and not in the government's favor. I don't know. Sekhmut. Hopefully, I am the hand of justice. And I will balance the scales of justice. That's really cool though. It's like it doesn't have a scale, but it has two leopards. Two leopards. That is awesome. Or are they cheetahs? I don't know. They're animals. And we're animals too. And we all have to face justice one day. Judgment. Judgment for our actions in this life. And I hope you've been leading a karmically good life. A life that brings you up in the dimensional afterlife, I guess, and doesn't bring you down. Don't bring me down. Ooh. Yes. So that's been really my reading. And then things that look at you. But you don't. No, they look. Things that look at you. But you don't realize that they are looking at you. What could that be? Maybe that's me. See, 'cause I'll be looking right back at you in 10 seconds. And you won't be realizing that I am. Goodbye.